So today I will talk about Sasuke versus Gojo. Now I haven't seen anybody talking about this, so I thought I'd be the first one to do so. And I feel like it's a good comparison because, both characters are very powerful in their perspective, manga or anime. But before I start, if you have not watched both animes or read both mangas, please don't jump into conclusions on who would win and who would lose because that's unfair for the characters. So the first thing I'll be talking about is speed. Now, we know that Gojo has insane reaction time. We know that he's very quick, he's very fast, and he can process information at a very, very high level. But we can pretty much assume that his speed is around supersonic speed, as I think most people agree upon that. Now, we don't exactly know how fast Sasuke is, but we can assume that his reaction time and his attack time is faster than the speed of light. And the evidence for this is when Naruto was able to avoid a point-blank lightning speed attack, right? Naruto was able to avoid Madara's lightning speed attack, which was at point-blank range. And Sasuke scales to Naruto, which means that Sasuke would be able to pretty much do the same thing. Now, Naruto, when he was fighting with Sasuke, their last battle when they were fighting each other, Naruto was not able to avoid Chidori, right? Which means that this Chidori was faster than the speed of light attack, which was given from Madara. Which from that we can conclude that Sasuke can react faster than the speed of light and he can attack faster than the speed of light. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about Gojo's abilities. Now Gojo is able to teleport, he's able to fly, he has his 6 eyes and his limitless. Now, Gojo using limitless has blue. And blue is an attack where he creates a black hole which attracts everything, even the enemy, right? It's forcing the enemy towards that black hole. He also has red, which is an ability where he can repel matter. And by combining blue and red, it's just an obliteration attack, right? Purple is an obliteration attack by combining blue and red. Now, Sasuke also has these abilities thanks to his Rinnegan. Sasuke has Shinra Tensei, which repels anything. He has Bansho Tenin, which attracts anything. And he has Chibaku Tensei, where he can create a black hole in a sense. And it just attracts everything in this area, making this giant ball of just everything. Now, Sasuke is able to do all these things a lot faster than Gojo. But just to be nice to Gojo, I'm going to cancel out these abilities. So I'm going to say that these abilities won't work on each other. So now we move on to this other ability that Gojo has and that everybody's making a big deal about and saying that nobody can defeat Gojo thanks to this specific ability. And that's him being able to manipulate limitless and make infinity. And he surrounds his whole body with this infinity, making it impossible for someone to touch him. Now, people forget that there are characters in Jujutsu Kaisen who are able to bypass this infinity. We saw the guy with the glasses who was using his attacks, and Gojo in his own words said, "Oh, I have to avoid these attacks because they're penetrating my infinity." Right? We also saw Gojo being sealed away, right? He was sealed away even though he has his infinity on, and people that, really like him say, "Oh my god, but he always has this infinity and no one can bypass it." Well, he was sealed away, which means that he was touched and sealed away, which means that you can bypass this infinity and that it's not, impossible to bypass it. There's no way Gojo's infinity can slow down an attack that is faster than the speed of light, right? Sasuke can attack faster than the speed of light, and Gojo is supersonic speed. So how is his infinity supposed to slow something down that is way faster than him? If someone has an attack that can overpower Gojo and that is faster than Gojo, you can't tell me that this infinity can just stop it. The infinity is directly correlated with Gojo's ability. Let's say Goku is holding the spirit bomb and he launches the spirit bomb towards Gojo. You can't tell me that, oh, well, since Gojo, even though Gojo's weaker, he still has this infinity and, the infinity is pretty much going to block it. No, the infinity is directly correlated with Gojo's power and Gojo's ability and Gojo's speed. Physical attacks that Gojo was using against Jogo won't work on Sasuke because Sasuke can absorb any kind of attack like that because he has the Petra Path, which is complete absorption of anything, and it's pretty much a barrier, right? Sasuke also has the Susanoo, which allows him to fly and is a very protective shield. Now, we can move on to Gojo's trump card, and I guess it's his domain expansion. So the domain expansion is pretty much a bubble made up of cursed energy, and once the target is in that bubble, all attacks are guaranteed to hit the target. Now, Gojo's main power is infinity, so his cursed energy ball, which is the domain expansion, is pretty much sending infinite info toward its target. However, for Gojo to use his domain expansion, he has to remove his blindfold, and for him to do that, Sasuke could easily use his genjutsu, right? He could use his genjutsu, make eye contact with Gojo, and therefore put Gojo under a genjutsu. Now, we also know that Sasuke is able to react at the speed of light. So let's say he was unable to put Gojo in a genjutsu, he can still avoid the domain expansion. He can just get out of there before it's completely formed, because he can react faster than the speed of light. And the domain expansion bubble is not formed in a split second. No, it takes it, a few seconds for it to form. And Sasuke also has the Mangekyo Sharingan, which allows him to predict Gojo's attacks and what he'll do next. So that's also an advantage for Sasuke. And if it comes down to it, Sasuke can use Izanami. Now, Izanami is pretty much where Sasuke's eye can record a certain movement, then he can replicate that movement, and then once he activates Izanami, he creates this infinite loop inside the target's brain, or in this case, Gojo. So Gojo in his brain is going to be going through this infinite loop, which leads his body to become immobile, right? So if it even comes down to it, he can do that, and it will pretty much just finish off Gojo. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I didn't cover every single aspect when it comes to this fight, but I try to explain the main things and the most important things. I obviously clearly didn't go over all of Sasuke's abilities, because that would take a very long time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'm out.